ATL. Hey, on this get off your ass. Get off your ass. Come on, everybody, get up. You could be at work right now. Instead, we're here celebrating each other. Getting ready for a Falcons win. Woo! You guys don't realize this, but Todd Wannick's wearing his Green Bay Packer underwear. He just wasn't allowed to wear anything else. It's okay because I got my Dolphins underwear on under this too. But I don't like New England. No. No. So go ahead, grab a seat. Love you too, baby. So we are going to get started like we do. Well, not started. We're kind of well on our way right now. But we've got to make sure we always remember where we came from. And where we came from is talking about our vision, missions, and values. So I just want to take about 30 minutes and go through that and remind everybody what this company is built on. And you'll see this first part here. Our vision is we want to be the best furniture company. And I said it before and I'll say it again. The only word in there I'm getting tired of is want. We got to stop wanting. And the reason why we chose the word believe is we have to start believing that we're the best. Because when you believe something and you see it on the inside, you can achieve it on the outside, right? If you agree with me, say yes. Yes. All right. Because being the best is not just, it's not saying it. We could sit here and say we're the best, but right now we're not. We are not yet the best furniture company. You're going to hear Todd Wannick come up and talk for a little bit, and behind him will be Ron and Sean Bunch and Gene Lunger, and they're going to tell you what the state of retail is about, what the state of the United States is about. We're going into a pretty scary time right now. Our country's a little bit divided right now. And we can't control some of the things happening out there, but we can control how we react to it. We can control what we do every day. We can wake up in the morning. I think, and who was here at the summit last year? Raise your hand real quick. So who remembers Angela's speech last year? Shame on you if you hit that snooze button before you come to work in the morning. Shame on you if you show up to work in a job that you don't want to do. So part of being the best furniture company, every piece of it starts with you. It's all about that experience that you give. So it's time to stop wanting. You're going to hear this all day long today. It's about believing. And it's not about saying I believe. We can say it all day long, but numbers don't lie. We have people that wrote $300,000, over $300,000 in the fourth quarter. We have people that wrote over $1 million for the year. We have people that wrote $500,000. Same number of ups, same advertising, same everything. We've got to stop kidding ourselves. We've got to look in the mirror, and we truly have to believe, and that's the point of today here. So our mission, we want to improve quality. And improving quality is not the quality of the furniture. It's the quality of ourselves. So when we talk about improving quality, what's one of the first things we do when we come in here? What's the board you have to make up? It's our why board, right? It's not about what can you do for Ashley. It's about what's important to you. And what's important to you is what makes Ashley great, because it's important to our leaders. It's important to every one of us. It should be important to the person on your left and your right. Where I think we fall a little bit short on improving qualities, we don't hold each other accountable enough to that why board. I didn't see anybody say, I want to be a middle performer or a low performer last year. Nobody's why board said that. I didn't see anybody say, I only want to be able to feed my kids 1 meal a day instead of 3 meals a day. I don't want to send them to college. I don't want to have a nice car or a nice house. Nobody says that. Yet our actions are not truly leading to our why. So I challenge you to improve your quality. Look in the mirror and say, this is the year. It does not take 6 months to make a decision. It takes an instant. If you want to quit smoking right now, you make a decision and you quit smoking. If you want to lose weight, at this moment, stop the bullshit, stop the excuses, and lose weight. If you want to be $1 million writer, cut the bullshit and learn your trade, and let's get it done. That's what it's all about. I don't care what you're doing, where you're at. You guys are not victims here. None of us are. So improving quality starts with us. We want to reduce cost. Listen, we talked about this over and over again. We're going to say it again, and we're going to say it every year. When we sell a $1,000 sofa, the company doesn't make $500. In fact, the 40 publicly traded companies make under $26 on that $1,000 sofa. Under 2.6% profit, and that's before tax. Then we have to pay tax, and we know we love to pay tax in this country. So when you think about that, we are in business and we're growing, but we've got to be able to reinvest. We opened up 8 stores in the eastern United States, 5 in Florida, 2 here. and we've got a couple more coming this year. That costs a lot of money in order to do that. And this company's not afraid to do that. So reducing costs is important. Doing business, if we're not, do more business. If we're not doing more business, we're dying. And I promise you, you're going to see people go out of business this year. Part of the reason they're going to go out of business is the ass whooping you're about to put on in a big ATL. That's coming. All right? I'm tired of this competition stuff. There's no reason for anybody to outperform us in this market, and I think we would all agree with that. Making a profit. We don't make a profit in this company so we can go around and just buy ourselves more things. If you look at that table over there, the Waniks have reinvested. We have the largest upholstery manufacturing plant in Ecru, Mississippi. Advance, North Carolina, will be the largest manufacturing plant in the world. We opened up another plant in Texas. We are bringing jobs back into the U.S. That's what we do. Other people are running. They're going overseas and they're running. Listen, that's a part of it. That's a part of the model. But we're finding ways to bring jobs back into this country, and you should be very proud of that. We could sit here and just operate stores all day long and make money and just go home. Instead, we're opening up new stores. Our DC just doubled in size, didn't it? It just doubled in size in Florida, too, and the year before, doubled in size in Rockledge in Chicago. We are setting a foundation to allow us to own this business because we know it's changing. We know with the internet, everything is changing, and Todd's going to cover a lot of that in his presentation. Staying in business. You know, there are hundreds, Ron Wanik talks about it all the time, hundreds of manufacturers that are no longer in business since 2008. And it's because they failed to reinvest in the barn. They went ahead and they took their profits and they built the beautiful houses, they bought the beautiful cars, they never reinvested in the barn, and guess what? The barn couldn't produce anymore, and they're no longer in business. All they have to show for it is a house that they can't pay for anymore. That's not going to happen in this company because of the leadership that we have. So we have core values. Our core values are not something to take lightly. Honesty and integrity. That starts with everybody in this room. You know, when we talk about, we'll go into the code of conduct for a little bit, but when we talk about honesty and integrity, we got to be honest with ourselves first. We got to be honest at home first. Husband, wife, brother, sister, daughter, doesn't matter what it is, you got to be honest at home because that's where it all starts. And you've got to do it with honesty and integrity. What we have to do a better job at is we have to stop letting us lie to ourselves. We are not the best furniture company in the world today yet. We are the best manufacturer. There's no question about it. There's not even a close second to us. But with retail, we're not there yet. And the difference is going to come out of this room and the room of every Ashley store across the country. It starts with you people in here. Passion, drive, and discipline. Listen, if you don't have passion and drive, if you're going to sit down for the rest of the day, I'll tell you what. We got these prizes up here, and if I see anybody sitting on their tail, you don't want to know what I'm going to do with this tire pressure gauge. All right? I'm warning you right now. You do not want to see what's going to happen with this thing. I'm not afraid to use it. I've been trained in it. Gene Lunger taught me how to use this tool because I sat down in a meeting once. Continuous improvement, operational excellence. Listen, we don't push people out of greed. We don't say we want more. Melissa Quinn wrote $1.2 million. This year, she's going to write $1.5 million. It's about getting better. If you're not growing, you're dying. So continuous improvement is for all the right reasons. We keep finding new ways to do it better. And that's what this is about. Our showrooms are changing, right? It's a lot of work. It would be very easy just to keep things the way they are and do the way we're doing it. But eventually we'll be irrelevant. So we've got to change. We've got to stay relevant to what's happening in the marketplace. And that's why we're constantly changing in our stores. Dirty fingernail. You know, and I'm not just, this isn't all about the Waniks, but it's important to understand who you work for. Those two gentlemen do not have to work every day. But I promise you, they're the first people in. They're the last people out. They travel all over the country to inspect what they expect. They want to see it in person. And they are out there making sure it gets done. Not because they have to, not because they need more money. It's because they love what they do. And being dirty fingernail, we ask everybody to do everything. It doesn't matter what your job is. If a truck's got to get unloaded, if the floor's got to look better, if we got to go help a guest and go out to their home and do whatever it takes, roll up your sleeves, let's get dirty and get it done. That's what builds great companies. And then the last part is growth focused. And we've talked about that quite a bit. If we're not growing, we're dying. So there's our core values right there. I don't think there's any questions about it. When we get into the code of conduct, everybody here should have the code of conduct hanging up in your store. This code of conduct is your way to hold us accountable, to hold everybody in this room accountable. It doesn't matter if it's a person next to you, if it's a person above you, if it's Todd Wanick that comes through the store. The code of conduct is a tool that we use that says you could pull this out at any time, lay it on a table and say, you broke the rules. This is how I feel. And if you truly want to be successful in life, you cannot be afraid to have those tough conversations. So I just took a couple of pieces out of the code of conduct, just to kind of the ones that I like to talk about a lot. And the first one, encourage those around you. Own up to your mistakes. It's your responsibility, and then fix the errors as soon as possible. The last one on there is one that you will hear time and time again. Enjoy being on the team or get off the team. And I don't say that to be negative. I say that because life is short. We will help you get to where you want. If you're not in the right position in this company, we've had so much movement in this company. Tarsha came out of the store. Brenda came out of the store. We have people all over that have done different things in the organization. And if we don't have it here, we'll help you find it. But if you think you've got time, remember, we just had an RSA that thought she had all the time in the world too. And her life has just changed, right? It can happen at an instant. So you got to take advantage of right now, because that's the only thing we're guaranteed in this life. Is here, right now. This is what we got. And you can either let it blow by or you can do something special with it. I don't think there's any questions on that. I can't imagine any place I'd rather be than this organization right here. There's no bigger opportunity. There's no better leadership than what we have right now. You know, we say things that are painfully honest at times, and that's the only way to communicate. The reason we have HML boards in our store, it's not to make you feel bad, but it is to make you feel uncomfortable. We've got to be honest with each other. And if you're not performing at the level that we know you can perform, we're going to tell you about it. Because the worst thing you can do is waste talent. There's nothing worse in life than wasted talent. So maintaining open and honest communication, that's how we roll here. Respect, be accountable. If you tell the team you're going to do something, you do it. And if for any reason you can't get it done, you go back to them and you let them know about it before it's due. And we're honest. We're not going to make excuses. We're not going to come up with why we didn't get it done. We're just going to let you know, hey, I didn't get it done, but this is what I'm going to do to get there next month. And then confidentiality. The worst thing we could do is talk behind each other's back. I mean, if you can't say it in front of somebody, don't say it at all. I hear a lot of amens on that. That's just how it is. I mean, be proud of who you are. All right? I mean, this country, we've gotten a little bit out of whack and we're afraid to talk about it. You know what? I believe in God and I'm not ashamed of it. I love my God. And I will tell you, we saw it in Florida a couple days ago. We might believe in different gods, and that's okay. But I will tell you what I believe, and I'm not ashamed of it. And we can't be ashamed of who we are anymore. We can't be ashamed of what makes us great. I know what my weaknesses are. I tend to think more about what I'm going to say next than listening. I have to be a better listener, but I know that. It's in the code of conduct. I read it, and I'm not afraid to admit it. But that's who we have to be. If you want to be great, stand up there and let the world know about it. So our roadmap has not changed since the first day we got together as a team. And it starts with people. And what I did a little bit different was I threw some things down here I want you to think about. The ability. Don't let blame be your hiding place. You're here because we believe you have the ability to get the job done. You have the ability to be $1 million writer. Everybody in this room that writes business can be $1 million writer. Everybody in this room that's in visual can have a beautiful, fantastic, perfect-looking store at all times. It can be done. You got to believe it. Our customer service team, there is no doubt about it. Our customer service team can provide a remarkable customer experience every single day. We can make sure another written wrong doesn't go past our doors again. That's what we're talking about. It's very easy to hide behind blame. It's very easy to say, oh, well, the delivery drivers did this, or the product did that, or the computer system did that. That's not how we roll. It doesn't matter what happens. We're just here to fix it. We're going to take care of it. We're going to take care of our guests. We're going to get it done. Desire. You got to have the desire. You can have all the talent in the world. You could be the greatest athlete in the world, but if you don't have the desire to be great, you're not going to be great. So if you look at what I wrote there, you have to hate failure. You have to hate failing. If you are not winning in your store, you should hate it. And the people around you should make you feel uncomfortable enough to do something about it. That's what love's all about. If you truly love your brother and sister that work in the store with you, you should not let them fail. Ever again, from this moment forward, make the decision, I will not let anybody on my team fail again. And if I do, I'm going to sick Angie on them. Beliefs. You got to see it on the inside. If you don't see it on the inside, you will never achieve it on the outside. You have to believe. You have to believe in what you're doing. You have to believe in who you're doing it for. The reason we talk about this organization so much is you should be damn proud of what you're doing and the way that we're doing it and why we're doing it. It's not just about the result, it's about our why. The Waniks are here today because they love you. They truly do. They love this business. They love the people that work for them. They have 20,000 people worldwide. They are all over the place. And again, they want to win. That's all they know how to do. Failure's not an option. So you've got to see it to achieve it. Basics, continued improvement. Your destiny is greater than your history. Think about that. That means tomorrow is going to be better than yesterday. But it starts with belief. Your destiny is greater than your history. It doesn't matter where you are at right now. You know, how many people in here have ever read the book or seen the video on The Secret? The secret is laws of attraction, right? You surround yourself with winners, you're going to win. If you surround yourself with people that have passion, drive, and discipline, you're going to win. That's what you have to do. That's the secret in life. If you surround yourself and you get together on weekends and you're just getting hammered and partying and blaming the world for everything that's going on, it's Obama's fault, it's Trump's fault, it's this person's fault. That has nothing to do with going on in your world right now. Nothing. When you punch in that time clock, I promise you, neither of those individuals are standing next to you determining how your day's going to go. It just doesn't happen. So, basics, and then the last piece, the accountability. You see no silent approvals and X to Y by when. The reason we like the X to Y by when is yesterday you said tomorrow. And now here it is today. Are you going to get it done today, or are you going to say tomorrow again? Are you going to quit smoking tomorrow so you can finish that pack? Or are you going to throw that pack of cigarettes out? Now I'm putting the guilt on you because all you smokers out there are going to say, damn, am I really going to go out there and stand and have a cigarette now? Yeah. I know I was there. I smoked like a chimney for a long time. Wow, I feel really bad. Yeah, Carrie Rick, I'm talking about you too with that headdress on. You're going to start a fire here. So I just want to tell you from the bottom of my heart, there is no place I'd rather be. Atlanta is just what you have accomplished in this market is second to no other market out there. The cultural change in this market from where it was 4 years ago, the store appearance, the quality of the folks in this room right now, even some of you with the dopey hats and Richard Simmons back there, we love you guys. We really do. So for me, from all of the leadership, from Arcadia, Wisconsin, all the way down to Brandon, Florida, and Ybor City, we thank you for everything that you do. We love you for what you do. Go Falcons. Rise up!